On Thursday, February 23rd, the School of Communications hosted their first Lunch and Learn seminar of the semester. This series is meant to bring Quinnipiac alums back to campus to give their knowledge and experience to current students.
When I started the position last March, I had heard, career services, my colleagues in career services kind of talk about, doing different meetings and things, and they always talked about how, one of our bigger challenges is to get students to actually come to things like this. And so, one thing I said was, well, why not combine two things, a plethora of information and food.
The first Lunch and Learn session featured QU alum Ray Hernandez, who now works as a communications specialist at Pratt & Whitney, along with his coworker Rob McGinnis. Both talked about working in corporate communications and gave advice to students looking to get into the field.
If there's an opportunity to take a photojournalism class, or if there's an opportunity to learn how to use web editing software, photo editing software, video editing software, please do that, because it serves you well, especially if you wind up in a corporate environment where you've got a small team, and if you want to present a complete news package for the employees, you might have to do a lot of that stuff yourself.
I would think from a corporate communication standpoint, what's the value that you're going to add? Okay, so I think highlighting skills where you're bringing up solutions, you're bringing up, you're not waiting to be told. You're a go-getter. I think is the biggest skill set, because candidly everyone's busy and no one has time to say, okay, so why don't you work on this assignment?
While the guests for the rest of the Lunch and Learn series are still being worked out, Cotrino says he hopes more students will come to these events to meet and learn from these media professionals.
An opportunity for students to, if they're considering a field, if they're considering a particular job, it allows them to get as much information that they would not get unless they took a job with that organization or went for an interview or did an internship. This is an opportunity for them to kind of get the information they need. So I think there's a lot of takeaways. The other thing too is networking. I mean, as you saw, typically in a situation like this, the Lunch and Learn guest gives out their business cards, gives out their information, and says, "Don't hesitate to contact me. Reach out to me. They're here to help." And so I think it's another avenue for a network for a student.